Hey YouTube, this is Only One Kaya, and I am giving my first week post-op from having the sleeve. Yay! Cannot believe that it's been like a little over a week. I think it's like 10 days. My surgery was August 11th. I started out at 266.7 at the hospital. And today my weigh-in was 252.8. So I believe that's like 13.9 pounds or something like that. So I'm really excited about that. What else? Like I said, it's my 1 week follow-up post-op, the sleeve. And let me see here. If anyone has any suggestions for anyone that's had the sleeve and they're like weeks out or years out for me, I would love any feedback or suggestions or advice for anything as I go forward. And in this video, I'm also going to speak about some things, just some lessons learned and some things that, I was like, you know what, maybe whoever is going to consider this, let me go on and touch on these things too. So I'll try not to make the video too long. I don't know how long it's going to be. I've been seeing typically everyone's videos run like 10 minutes long, so we'll see. But, okay, so I was in stage 1. Like I said, the surgery was August 11th. Some things about the surgery, all right? So, gas pains. Woo. Whoa. Oh, my God. Serious. Like, I wasn't in physical pain from the surgery, but those gas pains in your chest, awful. I am so happy I am beyond that point. The best thing you can do is walk. Move your arms, just get walking. Walk, walk, walk. That's the best thing you can do to get that stuff out if you experience that, because it gets in here, it gets in your chest. It feels really tight. Like it may feel like you have to belch or burp, and then it's like it's stuck somewhere. Like it wants to move out of your body, but it can't. So it's upset. It feels angry. It's so hard to experience. It's so hard to explain, but if you experience it, you'll know what I mean. And someone was telling me, the nurses were like, Kaya, just go on and walk. So I began walking, and the more I began to walk, the better they became. Like they started going away. And so it took me a couple of days to get them completely gone after I began walking. But gas pains are serious. If you experience them, walk, 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 and I promise you they will go away. I was in the hospital for 2 days. I was discharged on the second day. So I had surgery one day, I stayed another day, and I was discharged the next day. So what else? I've been on a clear liquid diet since then until today. Something else I want to touch on before I talk about the diet is your breath. Whew, oh my God. Your breath is going to... It's so embarrassing because it's like, you can't really have breath mints, you can't have gum, and your breath is just there. And it's not like normal, like bad breath. It's like, it's something serious. Like I was constantly brushing my teeth because first I was like, oh my God. So it almost took me out. I was like, oh my God, it's my breath. And I didn't want to really talk to people. So your breath, it's going to taste hot. It's going to just smell. And there's really nothing you can do to really, get past that. I've been told that, drinking water helps. And then I was just brushing my teeth a lot. However, today I went and I picked up some breath mints. They are sugar-free. And I talked to my surgeon about that too. He was concerned about the sugar, but it's very low sugar in it. But I have to work. I have to be around people. I have to talk to people, communicate with people. And I cannot have that kind of breath, like, jumping off at work. Like, it will not be good. So I would want to fire myself. So, so just be aware of that. Like, the breath, that if that happens, like, I can't really give any suggestions for that. If anyone has any advice for me for that, besides, like I said, the breath mints, then, please let me know. But I did the breath mints today, and they were good. I did 2. I figured, maybe I do like 5 a day throughout the day. So there's not too many calories, and it's not a lot of sugar. Although it says it's sugar-free, it had like a little bit of sugar. So, but, whatever. It's give and take. The energy. My energy has spiked like crazy. I don't know, and it was doing that prior to the vitamins, like during the surgery, like my energy level is phenomenal. And prior to the surgery, I used to feel, like tired and not much energy. And I used to work out and stuff like that, but I still just feel like tired. And so I'm really thankful for this, like, because I was concerned prior to the surgery about me not having the same amount of energy. Like, well, the stomach's going to be gone. Am I going to feel tired? Am I going to have the same amount of energy that I have now? Am I going to have less energy? And, just from my experience, you end up gaining a lot of energy. And that's really helpful because it helps you to get moving. Like before you think about working out, you're just like, okay. But like now, like you have the energy to get moving, like even doing things around the house, like I just find myself now constantly moving, constantly, staying busy, keeping myself busy. I love that. And so, what else? Soreness and pain. So, I didn't have physical pain from the surgery, but I did have some soreness from my wounds, and they're healing good. They're healing very well. And so I did have soreness. I still have a little soreness in the area where I think they pulled the stomach out. I think that's where that soreness is, part of the stomach. But it's doing much better than it was before. I am able to bend over, but like I take my time. Like I'm conscious of bending over because, like I don't want to pull anything, straighten anything, get a hernia or anything like that. But I am able to bend over, but I go very slowly. And if I feel uncomfortable, then I stop. What else? Sleeping. So when I go to sleep now, I have lots of pillows on my bed because of, it still feels like a pulling when you turn a certain way when you're healing. And so I just have lots of pillows on my bed, and I'm not sleeping on my stomach, of course. I'm not sleeping fully on my side. I'm kind of sleeping like that, and it feels more comfortable for me. So, sleeping, you could have experienced some changes the way you sleep, but I'm still, getting a full rest. Vitamins. So I'm taking my vitamins now. I take the multivitamin. I take a multivitamin daily. I take 2 of them, just from the Bariatric Advantage pills that we purchased. So I take the multivitamin twice in the morning. I'm taking the vitamin D and my calcium. So I take the calcium twice a day, and then I take my vitamin D once a day. And then I got my B12 today, so I'm going to begin that Monday, and I'll be taking that once a week. So those are the vitamins that I'm taking. Of course, you take them, for the rest of your life. And, some people are like, whoa, God, you're just taking so many vitamins. Well, you know what? You're supposed to be taking multivitamin daily anyway. So like that wasn't a big deal for me. And then the additional things as far as like the calcium with the vitamin D, I had to take something anyway. So, that's fine for the vitamin D, and the calcium and the B12, I'm okay with that because, the benefits that you're getting from this surgery are phenomenal. So those are the medications that I'm taking. I was taking something prior for heartburn, and my surgeon prescribed me something for it. But the first day I took it, I just swallowed the pill whole. I totally forgot. It was like a plastic capsule, but I didn't have any problems with it. But so I'm going to start back tomorrow because he told me I have to take that. Because they also did like a hernia repair, I believe, like in the esophagus area. So he told me he wants me taking that right now every day. So I'm just going to put it like in a little glass and just chuck it back and open it up because they're pellets. They're disgusting. And I made the mistake of chewing them. He told me don't do that. Just chuck it back. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, yeah. So protein. The protein drinks you have to take. Like I had to do the clear liquid diets I had to do 2 days prior to surgery, pre-op. And then I had to do 2 days not 2 days. 2 days prior to surgery. I'm sorry. And then I had to do, I guess 10 days almost from August 11th to today of clear liquids with the protein. Oh my gosh. Like if I never see Jell-O again, let alone popsicles, it'll be too soon. Man, that thing was serious. So I want to kind of go through this process. When I came home from surgery, the second day, my family was eating and they just did not hold back. Like they had everything that they were eating. I'm sitting there drinking this shake, kind of drinking this drink with them, and they're eating, and the aroma was smelling so good. And although I wasn't physically hungry, in my head, I was hungry. So I went through this day, this process of almost like buyer's remorse, and I was upset. I was like, God, Kai, what did you do to yourself? Or why did you do this? And I was upset with myself because I wanted that food, And so I had to go through that process of, why did you do this? I was so mad, and, how am I going to be able to do this forever? But then after I went through that thinking process, I came out on top because I was like, you know what? I knew then that I was going to approach this moment where I had like a buyer's remorse, but I knew that I did the best thing for myself, for my family, some of the health issues that were occurring. Like, I made a great decision. And so now I'm okay with it. But so if you do experience that moment, then, I've been told, today it's natural, it's normal. And if you just, you just kind of work through the process of, your thoughts and stuff like that and sorting them out and just seeing the bright side through it, then you'll be okay. Let me see here. Oh yeah. So the clear liquid diets, whoo, that was rough. Oh my gosh, broth, Jello, broth, popsicles, water, Crystal Light. And then also I had to take in my protein. And so early in, I was only able to get about 52 grams of protein in every day. And I drink water, and I haven't had any problems drinking my water and stuff because I've always liked water. So I can drink, 60 plus ounces of water daily. Some people have had a lot of challenges with that. But just myself personally, because everyone's different, I have not, as of yet, God knock on wood, I haven't had any challenges drinking the water. But I've been drinking lots of water for years now, like 70 to 100 ounces of water daily for a long time. So I just don't know if that's what it is, why I don't have any troubles with that. But I am able to drink water. So drinking the protein drinks, that wasn't the challenge. It was the taste of them. So I bought Isopure, and the Isopure was fine until the second one. And what I noticed was that my taste buds have kind of changed. And so what was not sweet to me before is now too sweet. Way too sweet. And I noticed that when my kids made some Crystal Light, normally the Crystal Light they make would have been fine. I would have been able to drink it. But when they made it the last time, I couldn't drink it. It was way too sweet. So that tells me that my taste buds are changing. In addition to that, the Isopure drink, there's a lot of protein in that one drink. But after the second one, I just couldn't take any more of them. I have extra ones, as a matter of fact. It was just so... I have extra ones, as a matter of fact. It was just disgusting. So, if you do the Isopure, I did I brought all different flavors. I did the mango and I did the grape. And after that, I just didn't want to try them. I was just so turned off by them. What else? So what I did is I changed over to the nectar drinks, and those were more bearable. The tolerable ones for me were the lemonade and the fuzzy navel. I tried some other ones. You shake them with water. I tried some other ones. You shake them with water. It just needs to be room temperature water. If it's going to be cold water, they're going to get really clunky. If it's going to get hot water, they'll clump up. So it needs to be room temperature water. I did it with 10 ounces of water. I shook it up because I just wanted to just get it over with. And I just took my time sipping it. And what I did is that I just kind of sat at the table during breakfast time like I'm eating my breakfast, And then I would also have my water with me. So the nectar drinks, they were bearable. And, I'm so happy I'm past them. I'll keep the extra ones I have. But, God, I'm so happy I'm past that stage. So now I'm in stage 2. And I am drinking now the Premier Protein Shakes. Yay! Oh my gosh, I never thought that I would be so happy to be drinking something like this. I feel like I won some major award or something like that. God, this thing, okay, all jokes aside, tastes delicious, right? And it's probably just because I've just denied myself because, the diet, I've been on the clear liquid protein, but This thing tastes phenomenal today. Like, man, creme de la creme. So good to me. And it has 30 grams. And so I have to have about 60 to 80 a day. So I'm going to drink another one a day later on for dinner. See how it tastes. Again, but I'm really excited about that. Like, oh God, like, mwah. So, what else? So I'm on those now. I'll be on these for 10 days. And then I advance to stage 3 for 2 weeks. And then I'm on stage 4 continuously. So, and when I get to stage 3, then I'll be on very soft, like puree foods. Taste buds, I spoke about that. The clear liquids, yes. And okay. And, time off. So people were asking, how much time did you take off for work? I took 2 weeks of PTO. That was more than enough for me to get adjusted, come home, adjust, take care of things, figure out my body a little bit now because of your stomach. Because, there are going to be some things that you notice about your stomach. Like in the beginning, I was noticed that my stomach was growling a lot. Like it was making like these gurgle sounds. And I was like, man, what is going on with that? So, those have went away, thank goodness, because they were loud. So I took 2 weeks of PTO. It was great. Like I said, you're just doing some adjustments. Also, when you're swallowing, like those first 2 days, first 2 or 3 days when you swallow, especially that first day, when you're able to drink something and you swallow, your throat is going to be very sore. And then also things may feel like they're stuck here for a moment before they go down. So you will have to sip, just to kind of get it down and just let it, just glide down. You'll have to sip for a little bit. But then eventually, it'll open up more for you and you'll be able to consume a little bit more. So I think that is it. I think I'm going over my checklist really quickly. I think I've checked everything off that I wanted to talk about. Like I said, if you have any suggestions or anything for me, I'd appreciate it. If you're looking to do this or, you're considering it or you're about to have surgery, so far right now, it is one of the absolute best decisions that, I've made for myself, for my family, for my health, and, just invested in myself, being able to walk and, not be out of breath, man, just the energy, just everything overall, just wonderful. And so I just wish you all the best of luck. And I hope that you have just a wonderful experience also. So, all right, thanks. I'll see you my next follow-up. Bye.